whether they're realistic, should you make a realistic goal or a visionary goal? I like to stretch people's goals beyond reasonable because it causes them to think different. The physical goal itself, one of the things I did at last GoPro Recruiting Mastery is I told people to write down what success would look like in the next 12 months. And then I told them to write down that number. And then I told them to double that number. And everybody gasped. It's like, oh, how in the world would I get there? And my point was exactly, that's the right question. How in the world would you get there? What kind of a person would you have to be? What would your thinking need to be like? What would your consistency need to be like in order to be able to make that happen? So, one, if we're going to get where we need to go, and you're going to get where you need to go, one, identify what's holding you back. This requires a high level of self-awareness. What is really holding you back? Not the symptoms, not procrastination, because that's not holding you back. There's something that's causing you to procrastinate. It's not laziness or inconsistency that's causing you to play small. There's something else behind that. So a high level of self-awareness. That's number one. Two, we're going to deal with the coping mechanisms in the short term and the reprogramming processes in the longer term. Like, what did I give Tammy just now as a coping mechanism while she's trying to figure out her reprogramming? I gave her an assignment, and you could hear her go, oh, could you hear the relief on the phone? She just went, oh, thank you. I can do that. I can do that. All right. I got it. I have an assignment now. That's a coping mechanism. And through that process, she's going to learn. It's going to start creating some new programming for her. Because her posture is really, if it was like an immune system, it would be an immune system that would get sick. Her posture is so deflated and beaten up by life that she needs to get some wins in order to be able to reprogram her mind for her capacity. Okay? So I hope you're hearing me, Tammy, on that. So coping in short term, reprogramming in the longer term, and then reviewing the coping mechanisms, reviewing the programming. Is it working? Here's how you review. You review through results. Results are the name of the game. Here's the thing. If I misspell a word and I push print from my word processor to my printer and it prints out that misspelled word, that's a result, okay? The result is created from some programming. I can push print as many times as I want. I can get mad and I can erase that word and then push print again. I can use whiteout on that word and then I push print again. It's going to continue to give me that result. So here's the thing. Results over a reasonable period of time. If you're given a reasonable period of time, results are the name of the game. Now, I would tell you it does take time to build a network marketing career. It does take time to build the skills. It does take time to grow a team. It does take time to do those things. But, so I wouldn't expect you to just take a look at results in the first 30 days and, well, if I'm not making a whole bunch of money, I'm not going to keep working on this. You do have to grow this. You are building something from the ground up. But results longer term are a measure of your programming, okay? So if your results aren't what you want them to be, even though you say you've reprogrammed yourself, then you haven't. And you've got to go look again. Go back and say, was I honest? Ask somebody else. What am I really doing? What's happening here? Okay? To be able to come up with some new coping and reprogramming mechanisms, to be able to review here. On results again. Plan, do, review. I can say all I want that I'm so much better, but if I don't push out another book instead of just GoPro from 5 years ago, then I haven't changed my programming, okay? So that's just me holding myself accountable to you. This is the 3 steps in figuring out how you become unstoppable. That's what I want you to become, is unstoppable. I want everybody that's watching this. You spent 3 hours with me. I mean, what time is it? 3.5 hours. Listen to me yak, 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 yak. They're over there saying enough already. Fine. Fine, I'll shut up. But here's what I'm going to tell you. I want you to become unstoppable. I want you to have a breakthrough. I want you to start the process of reprogramming your mind. It is a lifetime effort, but it's worth it.